Everyone can see the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will wait for 2 minutes more and then we will start, okay?
Yes. Research. इसमें क्या करना research. थोड़ा सा. हाँ तो वही अच्छा. तो बता. मैं कपड़े नहीं मूके आजी. यहाँ थी मूको. आई जान बताने क्या करे कैसे. यहाँ के वाले बजे बाकी ना बातों. दम सोना बातों ना कितना ब्राह्मण. अच्छा.
How many students are there? Only 23. Why so?
ఉండండి సతాయిచ్చద్దండి అందరూ పిల్లలు కంటే అంతోలంగా ఏంది అంత టేబుల్ ఇట్లా పెడితే ఎట్లా డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకూడదు ప్లీజ్ కిందికి పోతుంటే రకమ్మా
Okay, let's start. So let me mute every one of you. You guys can unmute yourself. Okay, you guys can unmute yourself. So today we are gonna do ratio proportion part 2. Okay. Good evening, Lavanya ma'am. Good evening, Prema sir. Okay, so today's session will be purely question solving. Okay, so we are going to solve some questions. So let me give you some questions. So I'm not gonna teach you guys anything new about the ratios. Anything new will come up in the questions and then I'll discuss. Okay. So basically, today's class will be a problem solving class where, and in the middle of the questions, is there anything, if there is anything new, I'm gonna discuss about all these things. Okay. Now let me start with the discussion of combining ratios. Okay, combining ratios. Some age related problems we have done. I guess you guys are comfortable with those kind of questions. So today we are going to solve some new type of questions, but before that, let us understand this particular concept, combining ratios. Suppose I have a ratio A is to B, which is like 3 is to 2, and I have a ratio B is to C, which is 2 is to 5. Now if I ask any one of you what is A is to B is to C, any one of you can answer very easily that A is to B is 3 is to 2 and B is to C is 2 is to 5. So we have a 2 over here, we have a 2 over here, so 2 is to 5, done. So this was the easiest example. This was the easiest example because B was common between these two ratios and the value of B was equal. The value of B, you see, this is equal 2 and 2. But what about when we have dissimilar values of B? Let me give you an example. Something like A is to B is equals to 3 is to 2 and B is to C is equals to 4 is to 5. Now you cannot do the question directly. First of all, you need to balance both the ratios. Okay, you need to balance both the ratios. You see, you like B is, what is the value of B over here? This is 2. Okay, and what is the value of B over here? This is 4. So these two values are dissimilar, so we cannot write a single value for B over here, but B has to be equal. This we know, B has to be equal. So what is the procedure? What we can do, like, see, you can make this 2, you can make this 2 4. Okay, how to make 4 out of 2? How we can create 4 from 2? We can multiply it by 2 simply. Okay, or else you can make this 4 2. Okay, you can make 2 from 4. How? You want to you have to divide this ratio by 2, but dividing the ratio doesn't seems to be a nice solution. Like, the appropriate solution will be if we multiply. Okay, dividing will create some like cumbersome numbers, will have fractions. Okay, so we'll have some troubles with the fractions. So हमको fractions से deal नहीं करना है. We don't want to deal with the fractions. So instead of dividing 4, we will multiply 2. So we need to multiply this ratio by 2. So what will happen? A is to B will become 6 is to 4. I told you in the last class that whenever we multiply the ratio with a particular number, we multiply both the parts of the ratio, the antecedent as well as the consequent. Okay, so this has become 6 is to 4. Now we can write this. What is A? A is 6. What is B? B is 4. B is the mediator. Okay, B is the mediator. So B is 4 over here, and also over here B is 4. So we don't have any issue with that. So C is what? 5. So done. So समझ में आया? सिंपल सा फंडा था, ये समझ में आया. So now let me give you guys another example. Okay, another example, and after that I'll give you 2 questions. You guys have to solve it. Okay, so this much is clear, na? Let me change the slide. Okay, so let's say A is to B is equals to 3 is to 2. Again, same example, kind of same example I'm taking. B is to C is equals to 5 is to 4. Okay, 5 is to 4. Now you see, we have a number 2. Okay, so the B is 2, right? And here B is what? Here B is 5. Here B is 5. So in the last question, it was very simple. It was very simple because we can make 4 from 2. Making 4 from 2 is very easy because we need to multiply it by 2. Simple सा बात है. But you cannot make 5 from 2. Neither you can make 2 from 5. So what we need to do over here we have to think about a number. We have to think about a number which is divisible by 2 as well as 5. Now you guys please write in the chat, or you can turn on your audio and tell me what is the number that is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 5, and tell me the
LCM,
smallest number.
LCM.
Basically I'm asking you about the LCM. Okay,
10, sir.
okay, 10. So this is very simple, 10. So now you see, you want to make this to 10. Okay, you want to make this to 10, and you also want to make this 5 10. So how we can do this? We need to multiply this ratio by 5. This is very simple. Now remember, whenever you are multiplying this ratio by 5, not only this 2 will change, but this 3 will also change. Ratio means what? Comparison. So if you change one part of the ratio, the comparison will get disturbed. Okay, the comparison will get disturbed. I didn't receive any question from you guys that why, sir, we need to multiply both the parts of the ratio. It is not that whatever I am saying, you can't question that. Okay, there are some standard mathematics, okay, we cannot question that, that is something else. But so far as the reasons are concerned, the concepts are concerned, why these concepts are like this only, okay, and why I am doing this, why I am multiplying, and why like if I'm multiplying by 5, why along with 2 3 will also get multiplied. ठीक है, so आप लोग ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछो तो अच्छा लगता है, मजा आता है. Okay, so why this 3 will also get multiplied by 5? Because if I only multiply this 2, the comparison will get disturbed. Okay, so to keep the comparison undisturbed, okay, uncompromised, so we need to multiply the whole ratio with this number 5. What happens over here? We need to multiply this ratio by 2 because 5 into 2 becomes 8. Sorry, 5 into 2 becomes 10. Okay, now this will be this will become 10, no issue. 3 into 5 is 15. Okay, so A is to B is 15 is to 10. What happens over here? B is to C is 5 into 2 is 10 and 4 into 2 is 8. Now you guys can write A is to B is to C. What is A? A is 15. Okay, B, the mediator is same, so no issue, 10. Then C is 8. So the final combined ratio is 15 is to 10 is to 8, right? 15 is to 10 is to 8. So let me give a question. Do this. These are very simple things. Wait. What have I written? This is B is to C. This is B is to C. What is the answer of the first one? What is the answer of the first one?
18 is to 15 is to 7.
18 is to 15 is to 7. 18 is to 15 is to 7 or 35? It should be 35.
35.
35.
18 is to 15 is to 35.
Okay, try the next one.
6 is to 14 is to 35.
6 is to 14 is to 35. Okay. Let's wait for some other answers. Sixteen, 14, 35. Good, good. Okay, so let me explain this. I guess many of you are answering. I guess there is no need to explain. Anyways, let me explain in very short. Okay, so here we have 5 and 3. So we need to multiply this whole ratio by 5. So this will become 15 is to 35. And to make this 15, we need to multiply the whole ratio by 3. So this ratio will become 18 is to 15. So the answer to this is 18 is to 15 is to 35. Okay? Anyone having any single doubt, no matter how silly the doubt is, you need to ask it. Okay? You are here for yourself, not for others. Okay, here we have 2, we have 7. So there is nothing common between 2 and 7. That means we need to multiply this ratio by 7 and we need to multiply this ratio by 2. So if we multiply this 2 by 2, we will get 6 is to 14. And if we multiply this 7 by the 7, we'll get 14 is to 35. Fourteen is to 35. So the final answer is 6 is to 14 is to 35. Okay. So now let's solve some other question.
Excuse me, sir.
Let's start with some very simple questions. Okay, I'm just trying to build the mindset in you guys. This kind of simple question won't come in the examination, but this will just strengthen your basic and you will be ready for the exam advanced level questions. Just wait and watch how I'm solving it. Don't take x and all. Okay, don't take x. Let the numbers be 5x, 3x. Don't do this. This is very simple. Okay, let me do this. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. Okay, we'll be using direct ratio method. Okay, so let me explain a bit. From the next 2-3 questions, I won't explain. Okay, there are 2 persons, A and B. So I'm going to divide rupees 672. I'm going to divide rupees 672 between A and B. So A will be getting 5 units. You can say this 5 units, or you can say 5 ratios. Okay, anything you can spell. Okay, 5 units or 5 ratios. So let us say 5 units or 5 ratios, or we can say 5 rupees. Although rupees doesn't make sense over here, but still let us say 5 rupees in a fake way. So let us take that A is getting 5 rupees. Okay, A is getting 5 rupees and B is getting 3 rupees. So together they are getting what? Together they are getting how much? 8 rupees. They are getting 8. together if we compare it. Okay, but how can they get 8 rupees together? Because the examiner himself has given that the total is 672. This means this 8 is fake, this 8 is fake, this 8 is fake total, and this 672 is original total. Okay, so this 8 must be equivalent to, not equal to, okay, this 8 must be equivalent to 672 rupees. So if 8 is equivalent to 672, 1 is equivalent to what? 672 by 8 rupees. You remember this kind of process, unitary method we used to do in our childhood? 8 chocolates, if 8 chocolates cost 672, what is the cost of 1 chocolate? Okay, just cancel it by 8. 8 into 8 is 64. We have 3 remaining. 3 and 2 is 32. 8 into 4 is 32. 1 is 84. So if the value of 1 is 84, mind it, huh? The value of 1 is 84. If 1 is 84, what is the value of 5? Multiplied by 84. What is the value of 3? Multiplied by 84. Last class also in the age problems we have done something like this. We have compared, like if 2 is equivalent to 10, 1 is equivalent to 5, we have multiplied the ratios by 5, we got the original age, something like this. So this will be what? 420 rupees. This will be what? 252 rupees. Done. Okay, simple. So in the examination we won't write this much, we'll be writing very less, we'll be writing very less. In the examination I'll be doing only this. See, this is the original total, okay, divided by the fake total. Original by fake. Got it? This much everyone is clear? Original by fake, original by fake, original total, fake total, okay, into whose ratio, whose share you want to find. You want to find A share multiplied by 5. If you want to find B's share multiplied by 3. This is the way we are gonna do in the examination. Okay, okay, now let us take one more question of this type. Divide 1162 rupees in the ratio 35:28:20. Now please support me, be with me. I'm directly writing it. Okay, 35:28:20. What is the total? Quickly do the total. Look, you guys are having trouble with total with me. Okay, 30 and 20.
83, sir. 83.
83. Simple. 30, 20, 50. 50, 20, 70. 8 and 5 is 13. 70 and 13 is 83. Done. 83 is equivalent to 1162. Okay. 83 is equivalent to 1162. Now, don't find everyone's share. Let us find 20. Let us find 20. Like this is A, this is B, this is she. Okay, this is C. Find C's share. Okay, don't use calculator, use your own mind. Okay, look, I don't know the table of 83. Okay, 83 is a prime number, I don't know, but I know. Please be with me, don't use calculator, and please try to understand my mind process, my thought process for reaching out to 1162 very quickly. Okay, how can we do that? 83 into 10 means if I take 83 10 times, okay, 83 into 10 is what? 830, right? And I want last mein 2. Okay, I want 2 at the last. So I want, means I have to multiply 83 by something which have last में 4. You are getting my point? Are you getting my point? If I take 83 into 20, we will cross the number. We will get 1620. We will cross the number. So the number is something between 10 and 20. The number is something between 10 and 20, and I have to get, I want a 4 in the last of the number, because 4 into 3 will give me last में 2. So what is the number? What is the number? If I cut it by 83,
15, sir.
cut it by 83, how much it will be?
14.
14 times. So this is the easiest way to get to this number. You don't need to divide it like this. You don't need to divide it like this. 1162 divided by 83. You don't even know the table of 83. You'll search for numbers. 83 into 1, 83 into 2. Okay. So this is a long process. Use your presence of mind. Use your presence of mind. I'm explaining it once again. Please listen to me very carefully. Whosoever missed this particular concept, please listen to me carefully. 83, 1162. I know 83 will cut this number fully. Okay, 83 will cut this number fully, because in your kind of exams there is no like options will not be in very tough fractions. Options will always be in natural numbers. Okay, so I know 83 will divide this number, but how many times? The question is how many times. So I'm doing some assumptions. Okay, I'm doing some assumptions that 83 into 10 is 850. But I want to reach out to 1162. 83 into 20 is 1620. So I have crossed the number. So the number is something between 10 and 20. So what is the number? Now I got the observation. Your observation has to be very, very strong. Now I got the observation that 83 into something I'll be doing, and I have to get a 2 at the last. 2 at the last of the number. So 83 into what kind of number will give me 2 at the last? So 83 into a number which has 4 in the last will always give me 2, because 3 into what we can get 2 at the last? 3 into 4. Okay, and we know this number will be greater than 10 but lesser than 20, and last में 4 होना चाहिए, so it is only 14. So now let's find out C का share. The share of C will be 20. 20 is the fake value. To convert it into original value, we need to multiply it by 14. Okay, so this will be 280. I'm not finding the other ratios. This is very easy to find. You can multiply directly. 14 into 35, 28 into 14. This is very simple. Okay, so Arshad sir has also given the answer, so you can see that. Now let's move on to a different kind of question. I guess this much is okay. This much is okay. Any doubt? Anyone having any kind of doubt? You can ask. See, you need to clear your doubts at the beginning only. Okay, in the basic level, because once I am deep into the topic, I won't be able to take your basic doubts. I'll be taking doubts. Obviously, I'll be clearing your doubts. But when I'll be deep inside the chapter, and if you are asking some doubts which is related to the first class, it will be very troublesome for me. Okay, so please ask your doubts. Okay, so let us go to the next question.
Sir,
Let us go to the next question.
excuse me, sir.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, this concept I understood, but A is to B is to C. Can you please explain once again, sir, how you are multiplying that? Previous one, sir.
Okay, the previous one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is very simple. See, I'm explaining from the very start. Okay, I'm explaining from the very start. Please.
Not
listen.
this one, sir. Before this, you A is to B is to C. This one, sir.
Okay, this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, which question? Question number. Let me give the numbers. Question number 1 or 2.
Any one, sir. You explain. I will understand.
Okay, anyone. Okay. See, A is to B. The original ratio we have. The original ratio we have is 6:5. Okay. Here B is to C. The original ratio we have is 3:7, right? So which is the mediator? Which is the connecting factor? The connecting factor is B. This you understood, ma'am? The connecting factor is B. So B will be helping us to connect these two ratios, right? B will be helping us to connect these two ratios.
Yes,
Now
sir.
the problem is in the first ratio, the value of B is 5, and in the second ratio, the value of B is 3. Now this can't happen because for a particular single alphabet, we cannot have two different values. This is blunder. We cannot have two different values for a particular thing. So what we need to do, we need to balance the values of B, or rather we can say we need to balance the ratios, because individually we cannot balance B. You guys know that whenever we balance a particular part of the ratio, the whole ratio gets balanced. Okay, this is simply impossible to change a particular part of the ratio. If you either you don't change the ratio, and if you want to change, you have to change the whole ratio. You cannot change a particular part of the ratio. Okay, now it's time to change B. Okay, so here we have 5 and here we have 3. So what is the common number that is divisible by 5 as well as 3? What is the common number you can think of? The number is 15, isn't it? I'm not saying 15 is the only number. There are many more numbers which are divisible by 5 as well as 3. For example, 45. 45 is divisible by 5 as well as divisible by 3. But we will be, for our calculation purpose, okay, for our comfortability, for our calculation purpose, we will be targeting the smaller values. Okay, so we have a value which is 15. So 15 is the common value for 5 as well as 3. Now in the first ratio, we have the value of B is 5. Now to make it 15, we need to multiply it by 3, isn't it? We will make 5 15. ओके मुझे 5 को 15 बनाना है, 5 को 15 बनाना है, एंड मुझे 3 को भी 15 बनाना है. सो फॉर मेकिंग 5 into 15 we need to multiply the whole ratio by 3, so the ratio changes to 18:15, and मुझे 3 को भी 15 बनाना है. So to make 3 into 15 we need to multiply this ratio by 5, so the ratio becomes 15:35. Now we will combine it simply, very easily. A is 18, B is 15 over here also and over here also. So B is 15 and C is 35. Done. So this is the whole procedure.
Understood, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's go to a different kind of question. This kind of question is new for you guys. Okay. Just okay. So the ratio of milk and water in a 48-liter mixture is 7:5. How much of milk is required to be added to this mixture so that ratio becomes 3:2. Do this. Try this at least. Try this.
Two liter.
टू लीटर्स बहुत लोग आंसर कर रहे हैं. 2 liters, 4 liters. Okay, there are various ways to solve this question. Let me tell you. Method 1. Okay. So we have 48 liters mixture, right? In 48 liters, milk is to water. We have 7:12. So first of all, let us find out how much milk is there, how much water is there. So we have total it. Let us say in a fake way, okay? In a fake way, let us say milk is 7 liters, water is 5 liters. So total is 12. Total is 12. But this is fake, man. This is fake. Please understood. How can total be 12? Because in the question it is given that the total is 48 liters. This means 12 is the fake value of total. 48 is the original value of total. So 12 is equivalent to, not equal to, 12 is equivalent to 48 liters. 1 is equivalent to 4 liters. I hope you guys know that 12 into 4 is 48. So if we cut 48 by 12, we will get 4. Okay. So if 12 is 48, 1 is 4. If 1 is 4, then the value of milk is into 4. Just like previous questions, into 4, you will have 28. Into 4, you will have 20 liters. Okay. 28 liters and 20 liters. Now what they are saying, how much of what I've written, how much of milk is required, how much of milk is required to be added to this mixture so that ratio becomes 3:2. Okay, so milk, okay, so the ratio is 3/2, right? What is milk? Milk is 28 plus something. Milk is 28 plus something that we have added, divided by, there is no change in water. There is no change in water. Water is 20. This is very simple. This is very simple. First, you can cut this. This is 1. This is 10. This 10 will go over here. Okay. So 28 plus x is equals to 30. This 28 will go over here. X equals to 30 minus 28. X equals to 2 liters. Done. Anyone having any problem with that? Anyone having 2 liters milk, not 2 liters water, 2 liters milk. How much
Sir.
of milk is required to be
Sir.
added?
How the water is only 20?
Because in the question there is no information about water being added or water being subtracted. They have just said that what amount of milk you need to add, so the ratio of the mixture changes and it becomes 3:2. So water remains constant, right? Water will be 20 only. 1 is 4. See, 1 unit or 1 ratio is 4. What is milk? Milk is 7 ratio. If 1 ratio is 4, then 7 ratio is 7 into 4, 28, and 5 ratio is 5 into 4, 20. Please understand how we can distribute a particular value into ratios. For this particular thing only, I have given these two questions. These two questions was the basic behind this question. Okay, how we are dividing a particular value into some particular ratios. You need to do nothing. You just add these two ratios, 7 and 5, 12. And what is the total? The original total and the fake total. You just need to compare the parameters. You just need to compare total, the original total and the fake total. The fake total always comes from the ratio, because ratio is never true value. Ratio is comparison. So comparison is never true. Comparison is fake. Any other issue, any other doubt? Or else we can move to the method 2. Or else we can move to method 2.
Yes.
Okay. Method 2 is something like a bit advanced. I mean, it is easy, but you have to be very like you need to understand it, okay, in a proper way. So I'll prefer that if you don't understand it, you can go for method 1, no issue. Okay, but it's my duty, like I need to tell you. Okay, so let us write this: milk, water. So initially the initial ratio is 7/5. Afterwards the ratio is 3/2. Okay, now let me ask you guys one question. In this whole question, out of milk and water, which particular thing is changing and which is constant, which is not changing? Tell me, what part is changing and what part is not changing?
Water is not changing.
Water is not changing and milk
Yes.
is changing.
Changing.
Now, okay, now water is constant. Okay, right, water is constant. Many of you have answered. So don't you guys feel or don't you guys think that the ratio of water should also be constant? If water is not changing, then how come the ratio of water is changing? You see here, in the first ratio, water is 5. In the second ratio, water is 2. So don't you think the ratio of water should not change? Because water is not changing. So if the ratio of water should not change, let us make it equal. Let us multiply it by 2. Upar और नीचे, it will become 14/10. Let us multiply it by 5. Upar और नीचे, it will become 15/10. Now this is the ratio we are gonna use. Now if you are wondering why I have multiplied by 2, why I have multiplied by 5, I guess you have doubt in the comparison of ratios. Water we have 5 over here, water we have 2 over here. I want to make same value for 5 and 2. For 5 and 2 there is only one single same value, that is 10. I have made both of them 10. Okay, now you can see how much water you are adding. sorry, how much milk you are adding. Okay, now you forget about these two ratios. Now you simply forget about this. Now you simply forget about this. Now the ratios are 14:10 and 15:10. The initial ratio is 14/10. The final ratio is 15/10. You can see water is constant, and obviously this particular ratio suits with the question. This particular ratio suits with the question because the question also says that water is constant. Okay, milk is changing by how much? Milk is changing by 1 ratio. All these are ratio, not original values. Okay, milk is changing by 1 ratio. Now let us search in the question. Now let us search in the question for an original value. Remember one thing, one more important thing. If your question does not have any original value, this question is unsolvable. This question is unsolvable. Not even God solved this question. Okay, if your question has to have an original value, okay, apart from the ratios and real life value and original value. So our question has an original value. This is 48. And what is 48? 48 is the initial total milk plus water. Okay, now what is the initial total milk plus water from the ratio? Milk is 24, sorry, 10. Arey yaar, what I'm saying, milk is 14 and water is 10. So what is the initial total from ratio? 24 ratios. So the fake initial total is 24. And the original total given in the question is 48 liters. You can easily guess 1 is equivalent to 2, right? 1 is equivalent to 2. How can you, I mean 24 से 48 कैसे बनाओगे भाई? Into 2 करके ही बनाओगे ना? Simple. So if 1 is equivalent to 2, so we got our answer na? How much milk we have added? We have added how much milk? 1 ratio. 1 ratio is 2 liters. Done. But listen, this method is easy because we are writing very less. This method is quick. But so far as understanding is concerned, this method includes high level of understanding. So I will suggest everyone, please be out of your comfort zone. Try to understand this method and do like this in the examination. Okay, after many trials, if you are not understanding, if you are not comfortable with this, then you can solve with this kind of method, the first method. Okay, in the first method we have taken X or something like this. Personally, I do whenever I give some exams or something like this. So personally, I prefer method 2. Okay, and you guys might feel that method 1, method 2 will take same time. No, it is not like that. I have explained you each and every number, each and every line in a very detailed way. That's why it took me a bit long. Okay, but otherwise, if you write method 2, if you have full understanding of method 2, you will write even less. Okay, you won't write this MW, you won't write this MW and all these stuffs. In the question you can see, this is 7:5. Let me tell you मैं कैसे करूंगा. Okay, let me tell you how I solve this question in the examination. This I have seen this 48. Milk is changing. Okay, so water should be constant. This is 5. This is 2. Let us make it same. So this will be 14:10. This will be 15:10. Okay, so water is same. So milk is 14 and 15. So 1 is changing. Okay, 1 is changing. And what is the total? The total is 24. So 24 is equivalent to 48, means into 2. So 1 is equivalent to 2. But this much, done. But you cannot do the X wala method like this. Orally the question is solved. Orally the question is solved. But I had not solved this question orally because I felt that you guys will face a hell lot of problems. That's why I've explained this method too properly. Why this pen is not working? let me share the screen again. Okay, let me share the screen again. It stopped due to something. I lost the notes. You guys have to see the recording for today's notes. I'm sharing the screen again. Okay. Okay. Let us do some more questions. Okay, let us do another different type of question. If okay, let me rub this. Divide rupees 782 in the ratio half is to 2/3 is to 3/4. Okay, so this is the question. Now we haven't seen these kind of ratios. We haven't seen these kind of ratios till now. Okay, so how to deal with this kind of ratios? Now remember, whenever you have fractional ratios, like this is the fractional ratio, the ratio is in fraction. Fractional ratios multiply the ratio by the LCM of denominators. Okay, multiply the ratio by the LCM of denominators. So do this and then start solving. So what are the denominators? I guess you guys know what is denominator. In the fraction, something in the bottom is called denominator. So we need to find LCM of 2, 3, 4. What is the LCM of 2, 3 and 4? It's 12. Kushagra sir has answered. Okay, it is 12. Simple. Okay, let me tell you the simplest method to find. LCM. Always try to search for the LCM in the highest numbers table. The highest number is 4. So search for the LCM in the table of 4. Like 4 into 1 is 4, which is divisible by 2, but not divisible by 3. Let's search more. 4 into 2 is 8, which is divisible by 4, divisible by 2, but not divisible by 3. 4 into 3 is 12. So 12 is divisible by 4, divisible by 2, divisible by 3. So 12 is a particular number which is divisible by all of them. So 12 is the LCM. Now you multiply this ratio. By 12. After that you start solving this question. So if you do half into 12 is to 2/3 into 12 is to 3/4 into 12. The ratio will become this is 6 is to this is 4, 2 into 4 is 8, This is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. So the ratio is 6:8:9. Now we need to solve it. Okay. So let me solve it here only. Let me solve it here only. 6:8:9. Simply total it. Simply total it. What is the total? 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 9 is 23. 23. 23 is equivalent to 782 rupees. Now, how will you find 23 into how much is 782? Use the technique. Use the old technique. See, 23 into 20. 23 into 20 is what? 460. Okay. Or we can say 23 into 30 is 690. Okay. If we do 23 into 40, we will get 920, which is of no use. Which is of no use means the number is between 30 and 40. The number is between 30 and 40. And we want a particular number over here so that we can get 2. So we want 4 over here. So between 30 and 40, we want a number with last digit 4. So the only number is 34. Simple. Very simple. So 1 is equivalent to 34. I mean, if we directly cut by 23, it will become 34. So let us say this is A, this is B, this is C. Let us find the share of A. The share of A is 6 into 34. Okay. This is 204. Let us find the share of C. This is 9 into 34. This is 306. Okay. Like this you can find. Okay.
But sir, how can we express this number in a fractional ratios like 1/2, 2/3, and 3/4?
There is no need to express this number in the which numbers? 204, 306. These numbers.
Yes, sir.
There is no need to express these numbers in fractional ratios, no? I mean, if you want to make you understand the reverse process, let me tell you the reverse process. You have these numbers 204, 306, 782, and somebody told you to find the ratio. So what you will be doing? You will be doing like this: 204 divided by 782. Right? You will be doing like this: 204 divided by 782, and then you will cut it, and accordingly you will get the ratios. There is no problem with that. And even if you get this particular ratio, you divide this particular ratio by 12, you will get back to the fractional ratio. Look, ratios are not constant numbers. You can change ratios at any point of time. Ratios are not constant.
But here we will get 204 divided by 782. Then we will get 3:17.
Okay, no. So there is no issue. What they have given, like this is. Let me tell you in the next slide. Okay, let me tell you in the next slide.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
6:8:9. So this total is 23. Okay, and this
Okay.
23 is equivalent to 782. So what particular share we are getting? See, this one we have find out to be 134, and after multiplication we are getting what? 204, isn't it? 204. Okay, so 204 divided by 782. How much you are getting? How much you are getting, sir? 204 divided by 782. 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 204 divid This is 6 by 23. Obviously, this will be 6 by 23, sir. This will not be 17, right? But look, 6 into 34 was 204 and 23 into 34 was 782. So if you cut this number by 34, the answer is in front of you. Now, let's say I have not find out this. I have not find out this. Let's say this one. 300 and how much? 306 by 782. 306 by 782. Okay. So what will be this? How much will be this? If you cut, this will be 9 by 23. And if you find out this also, this will be something by 23. This will be something by 23. And I am very much sure
270
by
sir.
20.
272.
this will be 8 by 23. Yes, I mean 272 by 782. This will be 8 by 23. Now you see, we have a ratio 6 by 23 is to 8 by 23 is to 9 by 23. So 23 is common, so we can cut it off.
So 6 by 34, not 23.
6 by 34.
34.
6 by 34.
No,
No,
sir,
this is not.
23 is correct.
This
23
is
is
6 by 23. This is 6 by 23.
Okay.
The answer is in front of you. Look, how you got 204. How you got 204? 6 into 34, you got 204. How you got 782? You have cut 782 by 23. Are you getting my point? You have cut 782 by 23 and you got 34. This means 23 into 34 is 782. So 782, I can write 23 into 34. So this is very visible in front of us. 204 by 782 is 6 by 23. So again, we are getting this. Now from this, now from here, you can go to like any ratio. You divide it by 12, you divide the whole by 24, you divide the whole by any other number, divide the whole by any other number. Okay, you will get to different ratios.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, please explain that LCM step, sir. From next step from the LCM in the previous slides.
Okay, LCM.
LCM and next step, sir, from that one.
I mean LCM is 12. This you understood?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So LCM is 12. What we need to do, you need to follow this. Read this sentence. Whenever you have fractional ratios, multiply the ratio by LCM of the denominators. So we have selected the denominators. We have found out the LCM 12 and we have multiplied the ratio by this denominator. So by 12. So 1 by 2 is to 2 by 3 is to 3 by 4. And I'm multiplying this by 12. So half into 12, this is 6. 2 by 3 into 12. You just, this is basic mathematics. You just cut 12 by 3. This is 4. 2 into 4 is 8. 3 by 4 into 12. You cut 12 by 4. This is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. Okay. These are simple things you need to do. Understood how 6 is to 8 is to 9 we got? This much is clear. Shall we proceed to the next part? This much is clear. Okay. Next, we have to write the ratio like this. For example, there are 3 persons A, B, C. So their share is in the ratio 6 is to 8 is to 9. And the total share is 782. So let us find the total. Rather, let us find the fake total from the ratio. The fake total is 6 plus 8 plus 9 is 23. But no, the total is not 23. According to the question, the total is 782. So 23 is somehow equivalent to 782. So how 23 is equivalent to 782? 1 is equivalent to 34. Means if we multiply 23 by 34, we will get to 782. Means if we multiply all these numbers, all these ratios by 34, we will get to the original values. So multiply all these numbers by 34, you will get to the original values. Done. Okay, next, let's go to the next question. The difference between two whole numbers is 66. The ratio of two numbers is 2:5. What are the two numbers? What are the two numbers? This is very simple. We will again follow our own technique. Okay. Let us say this is A is to B. A and B are two numbers, 2:5. Just focus on this. What they have given? They have given difference. Let us say in a fake way, हम मान लेते हैं ऐसा. In a fake way, let us say that the two numbers are 2 and 5 only. 2 and 5. Now you tell me what is the difference between 2 and 5? A and B are two numbers which are of ratio 2:5. What is the difference between 2 and 5? This is 3. So 3 is the fake difference between A and B. But what is the actual difference between A and B? 66. So fake difference is 3. Original difference is 66. 3 is 66. 1 is what? 22. Simple, na? 1 is 22. So you just multiply this by 22. 44. Just multiply this by 22. 110. This is so simple. This is the easiest way to solve ratio questions. You just focus on the value. You just focus on the original value. And this original value is of what? So the original value in this particular question is 66. And 66 is what? 66 is difference. Don't do the blunder that you guys add 2 and 5 and you guys equate 7 is equivalent to 66. Don't do this. 7 is equivalent to 66. This is blunder because 7 is the fake total and 66 is the original difference. So you need to compare fake values with original values, but the parameter has to be same. Fake total has to be compared with fake total has to be compared with original total. Fake difference has to be compared with original difference. Okay, like this. Okay, let's move to another question. The ratio of two numbers is 2:3. If both the numbers are increased by 8, the ratio becomes 10:13. Find the numbers. Find the numbers. Whosoever gives the first answer, please explain me the method also. Twelve and 18. How? What is the process? Two x plus 8 divided by 3x plus 8 equals to 10/13. Exactly. Himanshu sir has also given the answer. Raja sir has also given the answer. Everyone did like this. 2x plus 8 divided by 3x plus 8 equals to 10/13. Very good. Very good. Okay. So let me explain this particular method only first. Okay, then I'll tell you one more method. Two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. Let the numbers be twice x and thrice x. You need not to write this kind of dramatic lines in the examinations. Okay, I'm just writing this kind of lines for the sake of your notes. If both the numbers are increased by 8, means I have added 8 with twice x. I have also added 8 with thrice x, and after doing this, the ratio changed to 10/13. Now simple, I need to do cross multiplication. 13 will be multiplied by this. So 13 into 2, 13 into 2x, 26x, 13 into 8, 102, sorry, 104, 10 into 3x, 30x, 10 into 8, 80. This 80 will go this side, left side, 26 will go right side. 104 minus 80 is equals to 30x minus 26x. 24 is equals to 4x. X is equals to 6. Okay, so if x is 6, so twice x equals to 2 into 6, 12. Thrice x equals to 3 into 6, 18. Very good. I liked that many of you answered. Now listen to the next method. 2/3 and 10/13. We have been said that both the numbers both the numbers are increased by 8. Okay, both the numbers are increased by 8. But if I see this number is increased by 8, but this number is increased by 10. So why this kind of mismatch? Why this kind of mismatch? Because these are not the original numbers. These are the ratios. So we need to balance the ratio over here. We need to balance. So how can we balance this? How can we make this particular thing same? So to make this particular things same, what we can do, we will not work on this. We will make this particular gap same. Here the gap is 1. Here the gap is 3. Please understand very carefully. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? Please, you can turn off your audio. Whosoever it is. Please turn off your audio, please. Okay. So if I see this, this is plus 8. If I see this, this is plus 10. So this is mismatching. It should be plus 8 plus 8. So to make this particular thing constant, what we will do, we will make this gap constant. This gap has to be constant. If this gap becomes constant, automatically that will become constant. This is the magic. You will see. Okay, this gap is 3. This gap is 1. So simply you need to multiply it by 3. You need to multiply it by 3. And in ratio, we guys know, we all know that whenever we multiply something, we need to multiply it to every part of the ratio. We need to multiply it to the every part of the ratio. So the ratio will become 6 by 9. Now the old ratio is of no use. Now you see the difference. This is how much? 4. This is how much? 4. Cool. This number is increased by 4. This number is increased by 4. But wait, we are wrong. This number, the numbers are increased by 8 according to the question. So 4 must be equivalent to 8. If 4 is 8, 1 is equivalent to 2. If 1 is 2, 6 into 2, this is 12. This is 12. 9 into 2, this is 18. This is 18. So simple. I am recording the class. You guys will have the recording by tomorrow. So please see the recording again and again, 2, 3 times, 4 times. Hear the things. Okay. Keep calm. Sit on a very calm place and please hear what I'm saying. These kind of methods are very necessary. Look, the left-hand side method is very good, very nice. Many of you have done with this, but let me tell you, many students are preparing for these exams, right? So 90% of the students or 80% of the students know this left-hand side wala method. So if you want to be ahead of your competitor, you have to know this right-hand side wala method. Okay, I'm not saying that in the examination, if you do with this conventional method, you won't get marks. Obviously, you will get marks, but I'm just trying to save your time so that you give your time to some other time-consuming questions. Okay, if you save time from simple questions, if you save time, suppose if you save 20 seconds from 10 questions, if you save 20 seconds from 10 questions by doing those questions with shortcuts, then you can save 3 minutes. Okay, I'm muting everyone, okay? Anyone having any doubt, you can say in the chat. After saying repeatedly I don't know why there is. Sir, explain the second method once again. Yes, I'll explain and explain why multiply by 2. I'll explain everything. Not even I'll explain, I'll write it once again. I'll write it once again. Okay, first of all, 2 by 3. Okay, 10 by 13. Now we will check the question. What the question said, if both the numbers are increased by 8. So this number is increased by 8. Good. 2 plus 8 is 10. But this number is increased by 10. So there is a mismatch. Okay. Now to get over this mismatch, इस mismatch को खत्म करने के लिए, to eliminate this mismatch, what we need to do, we will make this particular gap constant. This gap is 1, this gap is 3. We will make this gap same. So this gap is 3. So let us multiply this by 3. So 1 into 3 will 3. 1 into 3 will become 3. So this gap will become 3. So in ratio, we know we all of a sudden we cannot multiply any part of the ratio by 3. If we are doing this, we have to multiply all the parts of the ratio by 3. So this will become 2 into 3 6, 3 into 3 9. Okay, now you have to forget about the previous ratio. Now you see this number is 6 and this number is increased by 4 and we are getting 10. This number is 9 and this number is increased by 4 and we are getting 13. But now you see the original question, are the numbers increased by 4? Are the numbers really increased by 4 or they are increased by 8? So in a fake way, in a fake manner, if we consider the ratios, if we think about the ratios, we will see that the numbers are increased by 4. But hello, this is not true. The numbers are increased by 8, means 4 is the fake increase and 8 is the original increase. So fake is equivalent to original. So if 4 is equivalent to 8, so 4 is equivalent to 8 in what manner? Into 2. Simply 4 से 8 कैसे बनाओगे? How will you create 8 from 4? How will you produce 8 from 4 into 2? Means, what does it means? To convert a fake value into original value, we need to multiply it by 2. So 6 is the fake value, multiplied by 2. You'll get the original one. You'll get the original value. 9 is the fake value, multiplied by 2. You'll get the original value. So 6 into 2 is 12. Okay. 9 into 2 is 18. Done. Everyone okay? Everyone okay with this? If you have any other doubt, na, please you go through the recording once, okay? And in the next class you can ask. In the next class you can ask. Because what happens na? Suppose now if I explain it again for the third time, now again if I explain for the fourth time, this will not make any difference. This is normal human psychology. If we understand something in one shot, this is okay. If we don't understand and if there is little bit doubt, it's okay. But if there is huge doubt, this doubt will not get clear unless we keep on looking at the same thing, for some time, for some more time. So give this question some time. Okay, tomorrow you'll get to understand for sure. Now let's solve one more last question for today's class. Okay, and we will solve it by ratio method. Okay, no x, y, nothing. No x, y, nothing. A mixture contains milk and water in the ratio 5:1. Okay. On adding 5 liters of water, the ratio of milk and water, becomes 5:2. The quantity of milk in the mixture initially. Okay, not initially, just you find quantity of milk in the mixture. Okay, let us solve it by 25. Okay, cool. Let us solve it by simple ratio method. Milk by water. Milk by water. What is the ratio? 5:1. Okay, on adding 5 liters of water. Now mind it, we have added 5 liters of water, and this 5 liters will play a vital role. The ratio of milk and water becomes 5:2. Okay, this question is very easy. Even we don't need to balance the ratios. The ratios are already balanced. Okay, please someone tell me which part is changing and which part is constant. Out of milk and water, what is changing and what is constant? What is changing? What is changing? Water is changing. Water is changing, milk is constant. So if milk is constant, the ratio of milk has also to be constant. The ratio of milk should be constant. So it is constant. Here we have 5. Here we have 5. Previously in this question, where is that question? Okay, my PowerPoint got hanged few minutes, half an hour earlier. I told you, na, my PowerPoint got hanged half an hour earlier. So the first 2-3 questions are not there. So you guys please take screenshot from the recording and you have to note that down. Okay. Okay. So milk is constant, 5. There is no need to balance it. Okay. Water is changing. How much? +1. But no, this is fake, man. This is fake. Water is not changing by +1. Water is changing by 5 liters. So 1 is equivalent to 5 liters. If 1 is 5, you need to find the quantity of milk. So milk is how much? Milk is 5. If 1 is 5, what will be the value of 5? 5 is 5 into 5. 25 liters. So just 2 lines, not even properly 2 lines, we have solved the question. So if you do it by X, Y and all those stuffs, you have to write many more things. So doing any question with the help of directly by taking ratios is very efficient, So we are done for today. In the last class, we have solved some questions. Today's class, we have solved some more questions. I guess we have solved more than 10-11 questions in the ratios. So we'll have another class of ratio, 3 classes. Okay, another class. In the next class, we'll solve some more questions. Okay, some more questions. So problem solving is very necessary. Okay, problem solving is very necessary. It is not possible for me to make you guys solve 50 questions in the class only. Okay, but I'll try to make you guys solve like 15 or 20 questions for a particular chapter. Okay, 15 questions, 10 to 15 questions are more than sufficient to like explain some concepts. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining, giving me this time and watching this particular live class. Thanks for your interaction also. So I hope you like this particular session. If you have any doubt after going through the recording, but please go through the recording 2-3 times. Okay, not the whole recording, the particular question in which you have doubt. Please go through the recording 2-3 times. Thank you, Himanshu sir. Thank you, Venkata sir. Thank you. So let me stop the recording over here.